Have you ever felt both inspired and overwhelmed by the journey of life? Whether you're taking your first steps towards self discovery or unlocking new levels of personal transformation, this is your home. Welcome back to Unleash Thyself. I'm your host, Konstantin Morun, and today marks a turning point. We're rolling out solo episodes designed to speak to your soul, enlighten your mind, guide your actions, and above all, empower your transformation journey in both life and work. Look forward to a curated blend of evidence based knowledge, spiritual wisdom, and practical life strategies to empower your journey. Before we dive in, let's quickly glance at today's roadmap. We're going to explore why we're adding solo episodes to the mix, introduce the four pillars of self that serve as the foundation for everlasting personal transformation, look at the importance of science and research, share a sneak peek into future topics, and take a look at the risks of not implementing what you learn. Stay with me till the end for some actionable takeaways to empower your week ahead. If you find value in today's episode, I have a small request. Hit that like button if you're watching us on YouTube, or leave a rating on your podcast app. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Your support helps us reach more beautiful souls on their transformative journeys and strengthens our community. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. So you may ask, why the change? Firstly, this change is in direct response to feedback from you, our loyal audience. You've asked for more in depth content and actionable insights, and we're here to deliver. Secondly, the breadth and depth of topics we've been covering with our amazing guests have left us all wanting more. We've just scratched the surface, and there are many topics that deserve a deep dive. This new format will allow us to do just that. Thirdly, while our guest episodes offer a range of perspectives, these solo episodes will serve as a supplement, allowing us to go further and provide additional layers of understanding. And I'm excited to share that these episodes will feature not just abstract ideas or general advice, but real concrete experiences. I'll be sharing challenges that I have faced personally. I'll go through my own personal transformation journey, which is ongoing. We'll look at tools that I found useful, and really tools that may be helping you but weren't that great for me, because everyone is unique. And we'll take a look at the transformations I've witnessed in the lives of those I've had the privilege to mentor and coach. Now, this goes beyond theory. We're talking about applied knowledge. As part of this journey, I recognize that one size does not fit all. So, I'm committed to sharing a range of tools and experiences to help you find what resonates most with you. And lastly, these solo episodes allow us to tailor the content even more closely to the community's needs, answering specific questions and addressing the challenges you're facing right now. So you may be asking yourself, what's in it for me, the listener or the viewer? Why should I care? We'll go over exactly just that in the next couple of minutes. You'll be getting targeted insights, actionable steps, and best practices to implement in your own life. We're also committed to backing up our discussions with science and research wherever possible. Our mission has always been to inspire, empower, guide, and support you on your life, spiritual awakening, personal and professional transformation journeys. It doesn't matter if you are only after a professional transformation or a personal transformation, or you are on your spiritual awakening journey, or a combination of them. You will be able to find elements that you can apply in your life today. This format offers the flexibility to introduce new elements, including deep dives, Q&A episodes, audience participation, reviews, and so much more. One of the most powerful tools for understanding and growth is storytelling. In these episodes, I'll be sharing not just data or abstract concepts, but real stories from my life and the lives of those I've been fortunate enough to mentor and coach over the years. These narratives will serve to illuminate the themes we're discussing, offering you additional perspectives and ideally a deeper connection to the material. With my extensive background in people leadership, mentorship, coaching, project management, program management, change management, and especially technology, I'm thrilled to share how we can borrow elements from the corporate world to elevate our personal lives. It's also the foundation upon which I've built my personal transformation framework, Action, which we'll be weaving into these discussions to provide a structured pathway for your own growth. While I strive to provide insights supported by science and research, it's also important to recognize that not all subjects lend themselves easily to empirical study. Especially when we delve into spiritual or alternative healing topics, we're often navigating areas that have been shaped more by thousands of years of human experience and wisdom than by double-blind, peer-reviewed studies. Now, in these cases, I'll draw from reputable sources, anecdotal evidence, historical context, and my own experiences or those of my guests to give you a well-rounded understanding. And as always, this is very important. I invite you to take what resonates with you and fits your personal journey. Moreover, you'll have the chance to get to know me better, understanding my philosophy and methodology, which can and will add a personalized layer to your own growth journey. And this format enables us to interact more directly, creating a stronger sense of community among our listeners and viewers. This is about all of us growing together, me included. The beauty of this format is its fluidity. As we evolve, the content will evolve. We're here to serve your needs, so keep those questions, comments, and suggestions coming. Your input directly shapes the valuable content we provide. Now let's take a quick look at the format and frequency. We'll look at the nuts and bolts of our newly revised show format. Going forward, we'll continue releasing 2 episodes every week. On Wednesdays, we'll have our much-loved guest episodes where we invite thought leaders, experts, and individuals who have made significant impact in the realm of personal growth and transformation. Then, every Saturday, I'll be here with you for a solo episode. This is where we dig deeper into various topics, offer actionable advice, and engage in deeper conversations with you, the audience. Sometimes the Saturday solo episodes will serve as a deep dive extension of the Wednesday guest episodes. However, that won't always be the case, as we'll also explore independent themes and topics driven by your feedback and the most pressing questions on your minds. Now, let's introduce a framework that's central to my philosophy on personal growth, the 4 pillars of self. These are mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Together, these pillars act as the cornerstone for a balanced, fulfilling life. So you may ask, why a holistic approach? Why not just focus on mindset or emotions? Because focusing solely on one aspect may yield improvement in the short term, but it will be limited, especially over a long period of time. A robust mind can be ineffective if you're emotionally drained or physically unwell. The goal is a fuller life experience through holistic transformation. So what do these 4 pillars encompass? In brief, we have the mental pillar, which encompasses your intellectual faculties, including your mindset, learning capabilities, problem-solving skills, and adaptability. It's not just about knowledge, but also about how you apply that knowledge in creative and innovative ways, both in your personal and professional life. Now, the emotional pillar is all about emotional intelligence, which includes managing your own emotions effectively and navigating relationships with empathy and compassion. Self-awareness is key, as is the ability to lead with love, practice self-love, and give yourself grace. Now, the spiritual pillar serves as your inner sanctuary, providing you with a sense of purpose, meaning, and inner peace, both in your personal life and professional life. It's not only about connecting with something greater than yourself, but also about understanding who you are fundamentally. By knowing thyself, you pave the way to unleash thyself, allowing your actions and intentions to align with your deepest values and compelling why. And lastly, the physical pillar is a foundational pillar that not only involves aspects of sleep, exercise, nutrition, but also profoundly affects mental clarity and emotional stability. It's important to note that these pillars are not isolated entities, they are interlinked and mutually influential. A weakness or strength in one often reverberates through the others. Finding balance among them is not just a state to achieve, but a dynamic equilibrium to maintain. Understanding the interconnectedness of these pillars has been transformative for me. In the past, I've focused too heavily on just one pillar, neglecting the others, and that through my life, out of balance. Drawing from my life experience, growing up in Eastern Europe and then moving to North America when I was 17, I've come to understand the importance of approaching these pillars not in isolation, but as interconnected dimensions for a fulfilling life. For example, one significant shift in my life came when I transitioned from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. This change wasn't just theoretical, it was transformative. In my professional life, it allowed me to embrace challenges and see failures not as setbacks, but as stepping stones. Personally, adopting a growth mindset enabled me to cultivate deeper relationships, richer experiences, and a broader understanding of myself and the world around me. This mindset shift did not happen overnight, but the impact it's had is immeasurable. And you may think that just because it has the word growth mindset, it only touches on one pillar, the mental pillar. But what I've come to realize is that it actually has an aspect of all four pillars, and that's when it can be the most transformative. When you realize that you can achieve so much more when you look at yourself and the world around you holistically, not just independent pieces of a puzzle, but pieces of the puzzle that go together and form this beautiful story. In future episodes, we'll dive deeper into each pillar, exploring their interrelation and offering tools for enhancement. But before that, I'd like to share with you another personal journey that exemplifies why balance among these pillars is so crucial. At the time of this recording, I am on a journey to improve my physical health. I have found that neglecting this pillar not only affected my physical well-being, but also had ripple effects on my mental clarity, emotional resilience, and spiritual connectivity. My journey now is to find that equilibrium among the four pillars. As I work on my physical health, I continue to nurture my emotional well-being, sustain my spiritual practice, and refine my mental acumen. So, as we delve deeper into each pillar in the next episodes, remember it's not about perfection, but about pursuing a life of balance and completeness. This is the journey I'm on, a lifelong, beautiful journey, and I invite you to join me. Together, let's strive for a life that resonates with wholeness and fulfillment. In our next solo episode, we will take a deep dive into these four pillars, breaking down each one and exploring strategies for balance and enhancement. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Now, as we continue in this episode, we're going to look at the importance of science. And before we move on, I'd encourage you to start observing how each of these pillars manifests in your life on a daily basis. The insights you gain will make our future discussions much more enriching for you. I often get asked, why is spirituality part of the conversation on personal transformation or professional transformation? So let's touch on how spirituality integrates with the other pillars we've discussed: mental, emotional, and physical. Spirituality, in many ways, serves as both an individual pillar and an overarching theme that connects the other three. It offers us a way to find deeper meaning, connect the dots, and adds a layer of wholeness to the journey. So, while we'll explore it as a standalone topic, you'll also notice spiritual themes weaving through our discussions on mental health, emotional well-being, and physical vitality. Think of it as the thread that ties all the other elements together, making the fabric of your life richer and more meaningful. So, as we journey together in exploring self-discovery and personal growth, it's important to note the role of science and research in shaping our understanding. While I bring in holistic perspectives, it's crucial to substantiate some of these principles that we discuss with science and research. Why is this valuable? Because science offers us frameworks that are tested, challenged, and refined. It can validate or debunk theories and practices, serving as a steady rudder as we navigate the complex seas of life. Now, the objective of this podcast isn't to preach or provide one-size-fits-all solutions. We're here to challenge the status quo, offer alternative perspectives, and question long-held beliefs. In doing so, we'll rely on a blend of scientific evidence, spiritual wisdom, personal anecdotes, and insights from experts in the field. These viewpoints may sometimes align with mainstream understanding, but at other times, they may be considered more unconventional or even controversial. It's vital for you to know that at the end of the day, the decision on what to try or integrate into your life comes from you. Take what resonates, question what doesn't, and feel empowered to make choices that align with your unique journey. So, expect a blend of evidence-based discussion and personal insight as we move forward in this exciting journey together. And remember, this is your journey, so make it your own. Now, let me give you a sneak peek on what you can expect in our future episodes. The next solo episode will be an in-depth exploration of the 4 pillars of self, followed by a transformative episode on the subconscious mind and hypnotherapy. But that's not all. We've got a whole slate of intriguing topics coming up, such as the power of gratitude, the power of meditation, confronting and overcoming fears, such as my fear of walking over fire, or in other words, my firewalk experience, the power of kindness and the power of random acts of kindness, why love is the answer, the journey of emotional intelligence, inner child healing, spiritual growth, finding your why, your purpose or mission in life, and so much more. I've designed these episodes not just as a listen, but as an interactive experience. While some episodes like this one are solo episodes where I delve into these topics in depth, we will also have episodes featuring guest experts. These guest appearances will augment our discussion, bringing in specialized knowledge and different perspectives to make this a truly enriching experience for you. I am extremely excited for what lies ahead, and I hope you are as well. As we continue to grow and evolve through these episodes, remember, the journey is not just mine, but ours, and especially yours. Let's embark on this incredible path of self-discovery together. And if you're as excited as I am about what's to come, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss a single episode. There's an important topic I'd like to touch on before we conclude for the day, and that's a topic of what are the risks of not implementing what you learn, either here, other podcasts, other shows, books, you name it. So let's ponder the implications of engaging actively with the material that we are exploring together versus merely just consuming it. And don't get me wrong, I've been in the scenario many times in my life where I would consume content and do nothing with it. Now, while I strongly advocate for personal choice and individual journeys, I also believe that insight without action is essentially unrealized potential. An old Chinese proverb says, "To know and not do is not yet to know." So let me be clear, knowledge without action is merely potential. Your journey towards self-discovery shouldn't be a path of missed opportunities. If you find value in what you hear but don't apply it, you're essentially locking away the keys to your own transformation. While it's important to take informed actions, it's equally crucial to trust your instincts and feelings. Because each journey is unique, your interpretation and application of what you learn here should resonate with you personally. After all, you are the architect of your own life, and it's your personal resonance that will determine the success of any practice or insight. The risk here is stagnation, a life that could be so much more remaining just good enough. In a rapidly changing and evolving world, staying stagnant is a recipe for falling behind, not just in your personal life, but also in your professional endeavors. So, there is a cost to inaction, which often manifests as regrets, unfulfilled potential, or even emotional and physical strain over time. It's like gathering seeds but never planting them. They'll never grow into the forest of your aspirations. The wisdom you gather shouldn't be just for your intellectual enjoyment. It's a blueprint for living a more fulfilling, balanced, and empowering life. So, as we progress through these episodes, I strongly urge you to actively engage and not just listen. As we wrap up today's episode, let's summarize the key points. We've talked about the mission of Unleash Thyself, our approach, the 4 pillars of self, and the exciting journey ahead. Plus, we've stressed the importance of turning knowledge into action. I invite you to engage, not just with this podcast, but with the ideas and practices it presents. Remember, we're on this journey together. Yes, you can go on your own journey because it's unique and I'll go on mine, but truly we can unleash the best version of ourselves if we work on this together. You can look forward to more in-depth explorations, guest experts, and a treasure trove of insights in our upcoming episodes. For now, I'd like to leave you with a call to action. This week, take some time to observe the 4 pillars of self in your life. Write down at least one thing in each area that you would like to improve or focus on. This simple exercise can set the stage for transformative growth. Feel free to share your observations and questions in the comments, on social media, or send us an email. I would love to hear from you and may even feature some of your thoughts in upcoming episodes. You can reach me directly at Constantine@unleashthyself.com or on Instagram at Unleash Thyself Today, or YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook at Unleash Thyself. We have new content going up every day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I appreciate you. I see you for being part of this unique journey towards personal growth and self-discovery. If you found value in today's episode, I'd be extremely grateful if you could take a moment to subscribe, like, comment, rate, and review Unleash Thyself on YouTube or your preferred podcast platform. Your support helps us grow and reach more people on their unique journeys. And please share this with a friend or family member or someone you know that may benefit from the beautiful conversations we're having. This is Constantine Morun reminding you that no one, and I mean no one, is more capable and has more knowledge to save you and to take you to the next level than you do. Continue the journey to know thyself so you can unleash thyself, and we cannot do it alone, so we're gonna do it together. Thank you.